Shockwaves are about to rip through Genoa City as a dangerous secret inches closer to exposure, and this time, even Noah Newman may not be able to shield himself from the fallout. In a stunning turn of events, Sienna reaches her breaking point and makes a decision that could change everything. She's ready to walk away from Noah and reveal the truth she's been hiding. But before she can act, Victor Newman steps in, proving once again why he remains the most powerful and feared man in town. What follows is a tense, high-stakes deal between Victor and Sienna that could rewrite multiple destinies and leave several lives in ruins. For weeks, fans have watched Sienna spiral under the weight of a secret so explosive that its revelation could destroy Noah, fracture the Newman family, and ignite a chain reaction across Genoa City. What began as quiet guilt has turned into full-blown panic. Sienna is no longer sleeping. She's constantly looking over her shoulder. And worst of all, she's starting to see Noah not as her safe place, but as the person who will suffer most when the truth finally comes out. Sienna's internal conflict has been building relentlessly. She cares about Noah deeply, but every tender moment only sharpens her guilt. Each time Noah talks about their future, about trust and honesty, it feels like a knife twisting deeper. The secret isn't just about her anymore. It involves power, betrayal, and a past decision that cannot be undone. And Sienna knows one thing for certain: if Noah finds out the truth from anyone other than her, the damage will be irreparable. That's why Sienna's shocking declaration sends tremors through the storyline. "I'm going to leave Noah and tell the entire secret." Those words mark a turning point. This isn't a threat. It's a confession born from desperation. Sienna believes that walking away may be the only way to save Noah from being collateral damage when everything explodes. In her mind, distancing herself is an act of love, even if it breaks both their hearts. But Victor Newman doesn't believe in emotional decisions. He believes in control. Victor has been watching Sienna for a long time. He knows far more than she realizes, and when word reaches him that Sienna is preparing to confess everything, alarm bells go off. Not because Victor cares about Sienna's conscience, but because the secret she holds threatens the Newman's power structure. Whatever Sienna knows, it's big enough to hurt Noah, and by extension, the Newman legacy. And Victor Newman does not allow loose ends. In classic Victor fashion, he confronts Sienna directly. The encounter is intense, calculated, and chilling. Victor doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't need to. His calm authority makes it clear that he's already 10 steps ahead. He lays out exactly what Sienna stands to lose if she goes through with her plan. Her future. Her freedom. Any chance of rebuilding her life after the truth comes out. Sienna is shaken, but she's not easily intimidated. She pushes back, insisting she's done being manipulated, done living in fear. She tells Victor she won't protect him, the Newmans, or anyone else anymore. She's choosing honesty, no matter the cost. That's when Victor changes tactics. Instead of threatening, he offers a deal. The proposal is simple on the surface but loaded with consequences. Victor will protect Sienna. He will ensure her past remains buried, her legal troubles disappear, and her name stays clean. In return, Sienna must do two things: keep the secret forever and leave Noah without revealing the real reason why. It's a devastating bargain. For Sienna, this means sacrificing the one thing she still has left, her truth. It means letting Noah believe the breakup is about incompatibility, fear, or personal demons rather than the bombshell secret that could destroy him. It also means living with the knowledge that she chose silence over honesty, safety over love. Victor frames the deal as mercy. He tells Sienna that Noah is better off not knowing. That some truths don't set people free, they ruin them. He insists this is the only way to protect Noah from pain and protect the Newmans from chaos. Sienna is torn apart. The weight of the moment is unbearable. If she refuses Victor, everything blows up. Noah will be devastated, but at least he'll know the truth. If she accepts the deal, Noah will still be devastated, but confused, blaming himself, never understanding why she walked away. Either way, Noah loses. The difference is who gets destroyed alongside him. In the end, Sienna agrees. But her acceptance isn't calm or confident. It's filled with tears, anger, and quiet rage. She knows Victor has won, but she also knows deals with Victor Newman always come at a hidden cost. As she walks away from that meeting, it's clear this isn't over. It's only been postponed. Soon after, Sienna ends things with Noah. The breakup is brutal in its emotional simplicity. She offers vague explanations, saying she needs space, that she can't be the person he needs right now. Noah is blindsided. He searches her face for answers, sensing there's more she's not saying. He begs her to be honest, to tell him what's really going on. Sienna can barely look at him. This moment may be one of the most heartbreaking scenes in recent YNR memory. Noah's confusion turns into pain, then self-doubt. He wonders what he did wrong, what he missed, how everything fell apart so suddenly. And Sienna walks away carrying the full weight of the truth she's forbidden to share. Meanwhile, Victor wastes no time securing his end of the bargain. He pulls strings, makes calls, and quietly eliminates any trail that could lead back to Sienna's secret. But Victor's confidence may be premature. Genoa City has a way of exposing buried truths, especially when guilt, love, and betrayal collide. There are cracks already forming. Sienna's emotional state is fragile, and the strain of living a lie may push her to the edge. One wrong move, one emotional slip, and everything Victor worked to suppress could resurface. And then there's Noah, who isn't the type to let unanswered questions go. His instincts tell him something doesn't add up, and the more he digs, the closer he may get to the truth. Even more dangerous is the possibility that someone else already knows the secret. If another character gets wind of Victor and Sienna's deal, the power dynamic shifts instantly. Victor's leverage disappears the moment he's no longer the sole gatekeeper of the truth. This storyline sets the stage for massive fallout. If the secret comes out later, Noah won't just feel betrayed by Sienna. He'll feel betrayed by his own family, especially Victor. The damage could permanently alter Noah's relationship with the Newmans and push him down a darker, more unpredictable path. As for Sienna, her choice may save Noah in the short term, but it could cost her everything in the long run. Guilt has a way of demanding payment, and secrets never stay buried forever in Genoa City. Victor may believe he's won this round, but history has shown that even he cannot control every outcome. One emotional confession, one unexpected betrayal, or one slip of the tongue could bring the entire house of cards crashing down. One thing is certain, this deal will have consequences. And when the truth finally surfaces, it won't just explode. It will devastate everyone in its path. The emotional real-life story behind Victor's most heartbreaking episode. Few moments in daytime television history have landed with the emotional force of Victor Newman's most heartbreaking episode. For decades, Victor has been portrayed as unbreakable, a titan of power, control, and iron will. He survives enemies, scandals, betrayals, and even death itself with a glare and a calculated move. Yet in this unforgettable episode, the mask cracks. The voice falters. The tears come. And for the first time in a way that felt deeply personal, Victor Newman wasn't just a soap legend, he was a man stripped bare by loss, regret, and love. What made this episode resonate so powerfully with viewers wasn't just the writing or the plot twists. It was the raw authenticity behind it. This wasn't heartbreak performed at a distance. This was heartbreak rooted in real life, channeled through decades of experience, personal loss, and emotional memory. Fans didn't just watch Victor suffer. They felt it. And many sensed that something deeper was happening beneath the surface. At the center of it all was Eric Braeden. Braeden has portrayed Victor Newman for more than 4 decades, making the character one of the most iconic figures in television history. Over the years, he has delivered countless explosive monologues, ruthless power plays, and chilling confrontations. But this episode demanded something entirely different. It required silence, vulnerability, stillness, and a kind of emotional honesty that cannot be faked. The storyline itself was devastating. Victor was forced to confront a loss he could not control, could not buy his way out of, and could not undo with influence. Whether it was the looming threat of losing a loved one, a painful reckoning with his past as a father, or the realization that his relentless pursuit of power had come at a terrible cost, the episode hit Victor where he was weakest, his heart. What viewers didn't know at the time was that Eric Braeden was drawing from real emotional wells to bring those scenes to life. In interviews and behind-the-scenes conversations, it later emerged that Braeden had recently been reflecting deeply on his own life, legacy, and the passage of time. After decades in the industry, he was no longer just playing a powerful man, he was contemplating what power truly means when faced with mortality, family, and irreversible loss. That emotional headspace bled directly into his performance. Colleagues on set noticed immediately. The atmosphere during filming was different. Usually, Victor Newman's scenes are electric with tension, sharp dialogue, and commanding presence. But on this day, the set was quiet. Crew members spoke in hushed tones. Fellow actors said it felt like watching something sacred unfold. Braeden wasn't performing heartbreak, he was living inside it. One moment in particular left the cast and crew stunned. Victor, alone, finally allowed himself to break. No grand speech. No dramatic music cue. Just a man sitting with the weight of everything he had lost and everything he could never fix. His hands trembled. His breathing changed. His eyes filled with tears that didn't fall right away, as if even crying felt like surrender. That hesitation, that struggle not to cry, is what made the scene unforgettable. Fans immediately reacted. Social media exploded with messages from viewers who admitted they were sobbing uncontrollably. Many said they had never cried for Victor Newman before, but this time, they couldn't stop. Some shared personal stories of loss, regret, and estranged family members, saying Victor's pain mirrored their own. The episode didn't just entertain. It connected. What elevated the story even further was how it reframed Victor Newman's entire legacy. Suddenly, all those years of manipulation, dominance, and emotional distance were seen through a different lens. This wasn't just a powerful man who made mistakes. This was a survivor who built walls so high that even love struggled to get in, and now those walls were trapping him in his darkest hour. For longtime fans, the episode felt like a reckoning decades in the making. Every harsh word Victor had ever spoken to his children echoed in that silence. Every relationship he had controlled instead of nurtured came rushing back. And for once, Victor couldn't rewrite history. Eric Braeden later hinted that playing this episode changed him. He described it as emotionally exhausting but deeply meaningful. After the final take, there was no immediate celebration. No jokes. No applause. Just quiet respect. Some crew members reportedly wiped away tears. Others hugged Braeden without saying a word. It was one of those rare moments when television transcends fiction. The writers also deserve credit for trusting the simplicity of the story. Instead of dramatic twists or shocking reveals, they let emotion drive the episode. They allowed pauses to linger. They let silence speak. And they trusted Braeden to carry the weight, which he did with devastating grace. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of the episode is what it left behind. After it aired, Victor Newman was no longer just the ruthless king of Genoa City. He became something more complicated, more human. Fans began re-examining his relationships, his motivations, and his fears. Every future confrontation carried more emotional depth because viewers now understood what Victor stood to lose. Even now, fans still talk about that episode as a turning point. Some call it the best performance of Braeden's career. Others say it was the first time they truly saw Victor Newman as a tragic figure rather than a villain or antihero. Many agree on one thing: it was unforgettable. In a genre often defined by exaggerated drama, this episode proved that the quietest moments can be the most powerful. It reminded viewers why daytime television matters, because when done right, it reflects real pain, real love, and real human struggle. Victor Newman has survived countless storms. But in this episode, he didn't survive untouched. And neither did the audience. That is why it remains his most heartbreaking episode, not just because of what Victor lost on screen, but because of the real-life emotion that made every second feel achingly real.